So you're sitting down at the piano for the very first time. Say if you're interested in taking piano lessons. This is what you're gonna sit down to. And when you sit down to this, what's some of the things that your teacher's gonna teach you? He's gonna teach you about your first key. Your first key. And that should be middle C right there. Then they're going to talk to you about the octaves. There are 8 octaves on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have the last C right there. So we're going to discuss the octaves. And then we're going to discuss how many notes are on the board. And if we begin with middle C, keep this in mind. And this is going to go chromatically. Count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 notes on the board. And since we're dealing with 8 octaves, there's going to be basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's going to be 8 sets of those on the board, 8 sets of 12. So my teacher began by teaching me, number 1, the first 5 finger pattern. So the first 5 finger pattern is C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. And then we're going to start off with block chords. When we press the block chords, we're just going to take the first 5 finger pattern and we're just going to press down on it like that. Now how many block chords do we have? Got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sets of block chords, but we have 8 octaves. After we get ourselves familiarized with this, we're going to start arpeggiating. And again, that's taking it from C all the way to G. And if you take it one hand at a time, we always were taught to do it with the left hand first. Now right hand. Now both hands together. That's your 5 finger pattern. Oh dang, screen went off. Screen went off. There we go. So that was your first 5 finger pattern. Again, let's review that again. Now after you finish your 5 finger pattern, we like to discuss the scale of C, and your scale begins not from octave to octave, but from the first note all the way to the 7th note. So in the key of C, remember the key of C is all white notes. That's your scale right there. Now, if we take it another octave, to C. And in case you guys remember, if you're not fast, slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means that we're doing 2 octaves at once. You guys see my fingers, I've messed up. So that is your scale of C. What comes after your scale of C? We're not going to work on sevenths yet. We're just going to work on, I always like to work on block chords. Block chords, of course. What's a chord? You take 3 notes in the key of C to create your first chord, which is going to be your C major chord. C, E is your C major chord. So if we were just to do block chords, left, right. So we can usually go comes after that. Is this too much for one day? It might be. What comes after that? Usually when I go with block chords, I like to do them in 4 sets. We got your C major, C minor, and after your C minor we can go with your major, minor. If we do a diminished chord, that means that we're gonna, did I forget how to do my diminished chord? There you go. Your diminished chord. I need to do some study on that. Major, minor, diminish, and I need to get clarification on that. I haven't done that in so long. Major, minor, augmented, it's a raised fifth. There you go, there's your augmented chord. Major, minor, diminished, and then we're going to go with your augmented chord with your raised fifth. But we're going to take that all in sequence. But remember, for your first lesson for today, remember we went over your C 5-finger patterns. I need to time this screen out just a little bit more. There you go. We went over your 5-finger patterns, or block chords first, then your 5-finger patterns. Then we went over your first chord, which is your C major chord. Okay, and remember, what was the goal? The goal was to be able to play, make this your first goal for the day. C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C. I forgot, I failed to mention the names of the keys. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and your next next octave, C. That's gonna be all for today. Don't want to overwhelm you guys. Sorry for the little blackouts of the screen. We'll get better at this. Peace.